Hello, Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, we will talk about pronouns. So, what are pronouns? Pronouns is the sentence element used instead of noun or a noun equivalent construction. The replaced noun is named the antecedent. So, what are the categories of pronouns? There are 8 categories of pronouns, syntactically and morphologically. So, syntactically, pronouns have the same function as nouns do. Morphologically, pronouns are used to avoid repetition and clarify nouns, categories of number, person, and gender. There are 8 categories of pronouns. So, personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive, emphatic pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, indefinite pronouns. So, one by one, we will explain all these 8 types. So, first of all, we will explain what is personal pronoun. So, personal pronoun represents any specific people or thing. We use them depending on number. Singular हो तो उसमें हम I use करते हैं and plural हो तो we use we. Persons like first person I, second person you, and third person he, she, it. So on the basis of gender, मेल को हम he यूज करते हैं और फीमेल के लिए हम she यूज करते हैं एंड न्यूट्रल जेंडर के लिए हम it यूज करते हैं. अगर जेंडर केस की बात करें तो हम सब्जेक्ट we and object us. we के लिए us होता है. So we use personal pronouns in place of person or people that we are talking about. Here are some examples of personal pronouns. Number case, singular और plural के basis में हम करते हैं. अगर first person हो, second person हो, third person हो, all these are singular हो. तो अगर gender में हो तो हम personal pronouns क्या यूज़ करते हैं? फर्स्ट पर्सन के लिए हम I यूज़ करते हैं एज अ सब्जेक्ट और एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट हम me यूज़ करते हैं और सेकंड पर्सन के लिए you यूज़ करते हैं एज अ सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए भी हम you यूज़ करते हैं और थर्ड पर्सन मेल के लिए हम he और him यूज़ करते हैं. फीमेल के लिए she और her. न्यूट्रल जेंडर के लिए हम it दोनों सब्जेक्ट हो ऑब्जेक्ट हो दोनों में हम it यूज़ करते हैं. सो अगर प्लूरल हो, ये तो हो गया सिंगुलर. अगर प्लूरल हो तो फर्स्ट पर्सन के लिए हम एज अ सब्जेक्ट वी एंड एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट अस एंड प्लूरल यू के लिए यू ही एंड थर्ड पर्सन मेल फीमेल एंड न्यूट्रल के लिए हम दे एज अ सब्जेक्ट और देम एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट. In each case, the first example shows is subject pronoun, the second and object pronoun. So, here example like I like coffee. तो यहाँ पे I is a subject यूज हुआ है. John help me और me यहाँ पे is a object यूज हुआ है. Do you like coffee? तो यहाँ पे देखें John loves coffee. यहाँ पे is subject you both are same for subject and object. But यहाँ पे देखें he runs fast. He is used in this sentence as a subject and did Ram beat him? Him is as a object. So here are a lot of examples. You can check it out. You can practice it. So next we mostly use it to a neuter gender. So it is nice to have a holiday sometimes. It is important to dress well. We also often use it to talk about the weather, temperature, time, distance, like it's raining or it will probably be hot tomorrow. Is it 9 o'clock yet? It's 50 kilometers from here to Cambridge. These all are like we talk about time, weather, temperature, and distance. So let's talk about possessive pronouns. We use possessive pronouns to refer to a specific person, thing, belonging to a person or people, and sometimes belonging to an animal or things. You will never find a possessive pronoun near a noun, despite the fact is the genitive of personal pronoun. We use possessive pronouns depend on number, like singular हो तो mine और plural हो तो ours. Mine, ours, his, hers, all these are possessive pronouns. So possessive pronouns depend on number, person or gender. Number mine singular होगा, plural ours, और अगर person हो first person हो तो mine, second person हो तो yours, और third person हो तो his or या hers, and gender में हो तो male के लिए his और female के लिए hers. So here are some examples. अगर हम सिंगुलर की बात करें, पर्सनल पॉजेसिव प्रोनाउंस में फर्स्ट पर्सन के लिए माइन, सेकंड पर्सन के लिए योर्स और थर्ड पर्सन मेल के लिए हिज और फीमेल के लिए हर्स. प्लूरल हो फर्स्ट पर्सन आवर्स, सेकंड पर्सन मेल फीमेल योर्स एंड थर्ड पर्सन देयर्स. Either it's a neuter, female or a male. अगर हम possessive pronouns की हम examples पढ़ें तो look at these pictures. Mine is a big one. यहाँ पे subject my picture. अब I like your flowers. Do you like mine? Or object my flowers. All the essays were good, but his was the best. Subject his essay. John found his passport, but Mary could not find hers. Object her passport. So use singular pronouns used before nouns like my, her, your, his, her, its, and plural our, your, their, and used alone mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, theirs. So let's talk about reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. A reflexive pronoun used with an active voice verb in order to reflect the action of verb back on the subject, the antecedent. So emphatic pronoun accompanies its antecedent in order to accentuate its action state. Reflexive and emphatic pronouns take different positions within the sentence structure. We use reflexive pronouns when we want to refer back to the subject of the sentence or clauses. Reflexive pronouns in self, singular self में end होगा और plural self. There are 8 reflexive pronouns. Singular myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, or plural reflexive pronouns ourself, yourself, themselves. The underlined words are the same person and thing. I saw myself in the mirror. Why do you blame yourself? John sent himself a copy. I made it myself, or I myself made it. Have you yourself seen it? Have you seen it yourself? She spoke to me herself. She herself spoke to me. तो अब हम डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउंस की बात करते हैं. डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन and demonstrative adjectives have exactly the same forms. So the way to differentiate them depends on their position relative to the determinant nouns. तो demonstrative pronouns कौन से होंगे? This, that, those, these, the former, the later, the first, the last, the other, same, such, so. तो यहाँ देखें, demonstrative pronoun represents a thing or things, near in distance हो या time, far in distance हो या far in time. Like near in distance हो तो this और these हम यूज़ करते हैं, और far in distance और time हो तो that और those यूज़ करते हैं. अगर like हम this tastes good, these are bad times, that is beautiful, those were the days. तो इसी तरह attention, the word that has four main functions. Okay, one, demonstrative pronoun or adjective. The book, that book is good. Two, relative pronoun. Anything that you remember could help a lot. That. In conjunction, he said that he had been there before. Adverb, the snow was that high. Don't confuse demonstrative pronouns with demonstrative adjectives. They are identical, but a demonstrative pronoun stands alone, while a adjective जो होगा, demonstrative adjective जो होगा, वो qualifies a noun. Like that smells, that book is good. And here, that book is good. Here, demonstrative adjective plus noun, and that smells, demonstrative pronoun. Normally we use pronouns for things only, but we can use them for people when the person is identified. Look at these examples. This is Joseph speaking. Is that Mary? That sounds like John. So interrogative pronouns की बात करते हैं. Interrogative pronouns जो होते हैं to ask questions, like interrogative pronouns, four main interrogative pronouns हैं: who, whom, what, which. Okay, so subject के लिए हम who and object के लिए whom. So examples, here question: who told you? Answer, John told me. As a subject हमने who को यूज किया है. Whom did you tell? I told Mary. Object, what happened? An accident happened. Subject, as a subject यहाँ पे यूज हुआ है. Relative pronouns की बात करते हैं तो relative pronouns introduce, relative clause को introduce करता है. Relates to the words that it modifies, pronouns को. इसी तरह relative pronouns जो होते हैं 5 types के होते हैं: who, whom, whose, which, that. Who is a subject, whom is an object. Relative pronouns refer to a singular or plural, and there is no difference between male and female. So अगर example देखें, the teacher, the person who phoned me last night is my teacher. The car which hit me was yellow. The person whom I phoned last night is my teacher. The car whose driver jumped out just before the accident was completely destroyed. So reciprocal pronouns we use reciprocal pronouns when each of two or more subjects is acting in the same way towards the other. Like there are two reciprocal pronouns and they are both towards each other or one another. These are reciprocal pronouns, right? So reciprocal pronouns को हम कब यूज करते हैं? Let's see the examples. John and Mary love each other. The 10 prisoners were all blaming one another. Why don't you believe each other. So we cannot use reciprocal pronouns with I, he, she, it, or singular. They must be doing the same thing. When we use the reciprocal pronouns, indefinite pronouns and indefinite pronouns does not refer to any specific person, thing, or amount. It is vague and not definite. Some typical indefinite pronouns are like some indefinite pronouns: singular, another, everybody, no one, nothing, no one, somebody, someone, etc. Both, few, many, others, and several are plural pronouns. All, any, most, none, and some can be singular or plural depend on the phrase that follows them. Note that many indefinite pronouns also function as other parts of speech. Look at another in the following example. He has one job in the day and another at night. Another यहाँ पे pronoun use हुआ है. I'd like another drink, please. यहाँ पे another जो है adjective use हुआ है. So most indefinite pronouns are either singular or plural, and some of them can be singular in one context and plural in another. A singular pronoun takes a singular verb and that any person pronoun should also agree, like all is forgiven, all have arrived. We can start the meeting because everybody has arrived, or the next उसमें both example है. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.